Hey everyone, happy Monday live. And there we go, we're live on YouTube. Sweet. Happy live, everyone. Happy Monday. It's been a crazy afternoon, and finally got the live stream underway on time today at 7:30. There's the notification. Sweet. So we're rolling. Um, Still in my work clothes, guys, and rushed up here. Got our trains together. I'm trying to get the air conditioner here to calm down a little bit. It's really not that hot up here today. It feels pretty good. Uh, Hair's a mess. There you go. But anyways, guys, welcome back to the live stream that we try to do every week. And I do have some unfortunate news. So this might be one of the last live streams. Well, next week will be probably one of my last live streams for a while, unless we do like a weekend stream, but we'll see how it goes. But I have to be somewhere else for work, and they're shipping us out to a different place. So I won't be here possibly that Monday, Labor Day Monday. I'll do a live stream, and then after that, it's going to be pretty sparse. So I do apologize for that. It's the way of the road, and I'm going to miss being up here a lot and, being home, of course, but it is the way it is. You see, got hair. Yeah, I got to use it before I lose it. Hair is a mess today. But yeah. But anyways, that's on the move this over a little bit. There we go. But yeah, I hate to let you guys down like that. But yeah, the live streams are going to slow down a little bit, which really sucks because it's part of my revenue for the channel. It does help out and push the channel too. And plus we get to hang out with you guys. So it does hurt my my YouTube algorithm stuff, and you guys hear about that all the time, I'm sure. Algorithm. Do people really know what algorithms are unless you're a computer whiz? Let's just call it a mysterious pattern of events that are programmed. That's what I basically call the algorithm. And certain things are pushed out there, certain things are promoted, and some are demoted. So it's helped out my channel a lot. We've got almost 10,000 subscribers on the channel, thanks to you guys in the chat and people listening at home or on your phones or on the toilet. You guys know who you are. And there goes the air conditioner. Cool. Awesome. I can hear myself think now. But yeah, so unfortunately, guys, the live streams are going to slow down. Not this week, but the following week. That Monday is going to be one of my last live streams on a Monday for a while, depending on where work is and what I'll be doing. So we'll see. We got some great comments in here thus far. Let's take a look at the comments. I got to turn this on a little bit. We can lower the fan speed. Oh, that's perfect right there. Lower the fan speed half. So it's still pushing out ice cold air, but she's not as loud. Perfect. I like that. What's up, Bill? Got the blue wrench there. What's up, Live with Roscoe? Brian Cahill, Ed Iceberg. What's up? I wonder what that new train is. Yeah. So if you guys, we'll come back to that. We'll come back. Great little foreshadow right there. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Train Man. Big Rich Trains. What's up? How's it going? What's up, Logan? How's it going? Don, how's it going, man? Rick. Oh God, I'll get into all that in a little bit. William, Old Ohio, DT Shortline. Mr. Shades, glad you're here. What's up, William? And anyone I missed, please write a comment again. Brian Cahill, I think I got you earlier too. Timothy Ron, William Bailey. What's up, guys? Yeah, working for the railroad, even though I'm not on the transportation side, I still get shuttled all over the place. And I'm on the freight side either, but they're moving us all over the Northeast Corridor. Not really sure where I'll be exactly, but I won't be here. We're gonna find out very soon. Most likely between New York and DC, just to play it safe. We're on the wide world web, but I will not be. Unfortunately, where I like to be, I like being on the. I really enjoyed working on the Keystone line between Harrisburg and Lancaster, and then of course Lancaster to Philly. Love working on that line. I've been working on the Northeast Corridor now for the last 5 months, and it's been a totally different world than I'm used to. but we'll see how everything plays out. There's a lot of things in play. What's up, Warren? How's it going? Good to see you as well. Have you seen? No, I've not seen that unit. Hello from even from Chi-Town. Cool. Greetings from Enola. Hey, Enola Yards. I've rail fan there before on the Train Watchers Bridge. It's a pretty spectacular train yard. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff in that yard. It used to be a hump yard, and then they used to have the electrified yard, and they had a lot of storage tracks, and then the shops. It's pretty cool. But Enola is pretty wild. If you guys have never been to Enola Yards, if you're ever in the Harrisburg area, go check out Enola. And legend has it, Enola backwards spells alone. And apparently, from what I heard, it's like the legend is the telegraph operator named that area Enola because it was very desolate. It's actually quite nice. It's kind of quiet. You're off the beaten path. But like Harrisburg and all that, it's right there. Mechanicsburg's not far. Got all that stuff up 81, 83. So it's not as desolate as it was. But it is I like Enola. It's very quiet, very quaint. And the river is beautiful right there. You got the northern part of the Susquehanna basin. Well, the northern side of Harrisburg. That's what I mean. Plus, you got the Statue of Liberty that's right there, right on the good old Susquehanna River. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. 1 subscriber away from 10,000. Thank you, guys. Rick, yes. Depending on the roommate situation, who they pair me with. If it's with my current roommate that usually doesn't stay at the hotels, I could do live streams from the hotel room just to keep you guys updated. And Enola is named after the founder's daughter. Oh, okay. Cat is messing with something. Let me see what she's got. Oh, no. Hey. No. Get out of here. No. Come on. Nope. Nope. Sorry about that, guys. We had a almost emergency situation there. She found a piece of like string packaging, of course. But yeah, that could have been catastrophic. What's up, Dathan? How's it going? Bring a starter set with you. We'll see. We could definitely do something like that. Let's see. Missing any comments here? Gus says, hey, what's up, Gus? Just saw you popped in there. You should make a suitcase layout. Not a bad idea. Like a traveling layout for sure. Definitely not a bad idea. But no, for work, they got us all over the place right now. We're working on a project that places I've never worked before, which is fine. I'm totally cool with that. But I hate not being at home. So there are a couple jobs I've been bidding that are closer to home. But it isn't that bad. Yeah, so Dathan, we were talking about that earlier, the N-scale set. But yes, I do have an N-scale set I could bring along. That'd be kind of fun. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I still have on my N-scale. It's downstairs. So I could technically bring like a small set of trains set up on my desk. We could do that. Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting some more N-scale trains, but, you know, I don't have that like frugal. I'm in that frugal state right now. What do you think of Rail King scaled Hunter? They're great. I've actually got 2 or 3 on my shelf right here. They're all Rail King, Scale King as I call them, but they're all awesome. 6 buildings that we're working on. What's up, Strickland? How's it going? South Carolina, welcome. Yeah, they're affordable. I mean, let's see. The sounds are pretty good on them. They have like the premier sound sets, minus the quillable horn or whatever. But I have an RS3. It's Proto 2 at scale. I've got the SD9 that's scale. It sounds amazing. I've got the Alco C630 that's scale too, and they're all great. They're all great diesels. I've got maybe 2 or 3 more GP9s that are, or GP7 or GP9s, whatever. But the C630, when I bought it, I think it was like 320 or 340 or something like that, brand new. But you're getting a big diesel. It's scale. It looks fine. It's an Alco. There's not really a lot of detail to throw on there. And then also, my RS11 that's behind the camera. It's Proto 2. That is also a Rail King scale RS. Oh, sorry, RS11. Did I say RS11 or RS2? It's an RS11. Bring some tools you can work on. Two rail conversion. Absolutely not a 2-rail conversion up here. But yeah, I've thought about what to do for the 10,000 subs. For the 1,000 subs, we did a 24-hour live stream. I honestly don't think I could do that because of time and just not being home. But also it's a lot of planning and a lot of prep, and it was a lot. It took a lot out of me. So I don't know if I could do that again. And I'm also like 4.5 years older. So I just don't have it in me to do that anymore. But we could do a live stream special. We could run some cool stuff. We'll see. We can see what it would think of. Just think of new rail fanning locations that you'll be able to check out. I don't rail fan where I work. I'll be honest with you guys. So there's so much cool stuff right now. So I would like to do a video like farewell to the Acela, because the Acelas are out. The old Acelas are going to be out very soon. The new Acelas are in. They tested them. They've been testing them. So I think revenue service starts up very soon. But I would like to see the old Acelas kind of phase out. And they've only been around for what? The old Acelas are 25 years old. So they're from 2000, 2001. So they're pretty old equipment in modern terms. They have had issues with stuff. I heard like the old Acelas wouldn't run too well in like the cold. They also did not like extreme heat. And then just cosmetic wear and parts. And then the tooling. There's actually a really good interview with the new standing CEO or CFO of Amtrak talking about the tooling. It was hard to get parts for the old Acelas because they're just not made anymore. So the new train sets had to take that role and take the place of, the old stuff and be as reliable. I know the new ones had a lot of issues, but it seems like they've ironed those out, and they're looking forward to traveling at very fast speeds. Bridge guy. I honestly, I'll be honest with you guys. There's so much cool stuff I see at work that I do not take photos or videos of, just because it's work, and there's that layer of, it is cool, but I like my job too much, and it gets to it's a weird gray area of being a content creator and then also enjoying the railroad and then also enjoying my job. It's a really it's a line I don't want to cross. And there have been certain like locomotives that I have in my personal collection that I've seen out in the real world, and I've snapped a photo of because it's something that I have in my collection, but I wasn't on track. I wasn't anywhere near the track. I wasn't even, sometimes I'm not even on the clock. It's like going to, if I'm at Strasburg and one of our trains go by in Lehman Junction there, I'm going to take a short or a video of it because it's cool. Because at work, I can't do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that either. So it's a weird gray area. You have to be professional. You kind of have to set the rail fan aside and be like, hey, I'm at work right now. I can't do this. I'm not going to do this. But yeah, oftentimes, yeah, I would love to rail fan some of stuff on the Keystone. It'd be kind of cool on a weekend or something. Set up at like Parksburg or something. You can't really get close to any other of the big stations like Lancaster and Harrisburg. They don't let you on the platform unless you're about to board your train. You just can't hang out on the platform anymore. So you have to choose like a station that is just kind of there. Like Parksburg's perfect because it also gets all the Keystones flying through. Not every Keystone stops at Parksburg, and then you could get the Pennsylvanians going through. So that's one thing I'd love to do. Like maybe just spend a couple hours, like get all of our morning trains from like 6 o'clock something to noon, or catch the Pennsylvanian going through Parksburg and do a video like that just to document the Keystone. But the Acellas, the old Acela should be out, and it's kind of a what's the best way I can explain this? It almost reminds me of like some of my older viewers that remember the GG1s, except the new Acela to me is like taking place of the old Acela. That is kind of like the new equipment coming in to replace the GG1. That's equipment to my lifetime because I wasn't old enough, or I'm not old enough to have seen a GG1 operate. So in my lifetime, that's the closest thing that I have to, the new high-speed tech being phased out for something new. So in my opinion, it's almost like my GG1 era being swapped out for the newest and greatest, brightest engine or locomotive set. So that is something I would love to document and put up, for you guys to see. Just be like, the age of the Acela. That's it. So that's kind of like my take on the Acela transition, because one day I know I'm going to go outside and work, and I'm not going to see the old GE Acela flying down the corridor. And they do look, I will say they do look kind of rough. They have their age definitely inscribed on their sides, and you could see blemishes and cosmetic stuff that's off. Compared to the new ones, are all shiny and new. So it's kind of cool. Very interesting. Hey, what's up, Jerry? How's it going? Dave, what's up? But yeah, definitely during off times, I can't film anything on the clock. If I, my buddy Dathan would probably agree with me. If I had a helmet cam and you guys could see what we do out in track, my channel would already have like 100,000 subscribers already. Trust me. And there's so much stuff. Like I said, you have to set that aside and be like, I'm at work. Plus, I can't have this on the railroad at all. Like me, with this phone on the railroad, guys, this phone, if I get caught with a cell phone using a phone on track, this is a $10,000 fine. This phone right here, this 4.5-year-old hunk of plastic and metal, will cost me $10,000. And it will follow you even if you quit. It will follow you. It'll garnish your house. They'll take your car until that $10,000 is paid in full. So, like I said, this phone right here, it's not worth it to get caught with this. $10,000 right here, and that's every railroad. That is a FRA violation, severe violation. There's certain things you can do to have a phone on you, like emergency purposes. But if you use your phone on track, if me as a as a track employee with a phone on the track. If the FRA spots me, I'm toast. I'm done. And it's stupid. It's so like, because guys get fired over something so stupid. Just putting your phone in a truck for a couple hours, get what you got to get done, and then go back. Now, foremen and such and management, they have their company phones that are very limited on what they can do. It's not like my phone. I can, get on social media and all that. Their phones are wired into what they do. So, no, it's not a joke. The $10,000 fine is legit. Yeah, a lot of kids, like I don't think out of my couple years on the railroad, I think maybe once or twice I walked out and was like, oh crap, my phone's in my pocket, and just don't touch it. Just don't touch your phone. But if you get caught using it and you break those rules, that's a big deal. But those are very far and few between situations for me. I put the phone in the bag, turn it off. If I go out on track, I leave it in my truck or the bus. You go out there and do what you got to do. Turn your phone off, and that's what you do. That's all. And I'm had a list of what you can't do. It's probably a much longer list of what you can do on the railroad. But yeah, the penalties are real. It's pretty cool. It is a safety issue. And let's see. So that gets very what is it? So fan of trains. It's exciting. I'm gonna miss, like we're just talking about the old Acellas. I'm gonna miss the old Acellas a little bit. I'm not a huge fan. Okay. It's gonna sound super contradictory. I'm not a huge like head over heels fan for the old Acellas. I don't like the Acela design. I'm old school. I like old school railroad stuff. But I remember when the new Acellas came out when I was like this high off the ground, and I thought it was super cool looking, and I thought they were from like Europe, and then I didn't realize that they were here in the United States. But I'm not an Acela collector. I think they look okay, but it's definitely not my favorite design. But I do think it's exciting that we're getting new trains. I think that is cool. It's exciting for the company. If I like it or not, if I like the design or not, it's in my opinion, it's good for the company. And if they run correctly and they run fast, it's going to make us look even better. And we got a bunch of new track that we just built too, for them to run on. So Rick, yeah, there's protocols for all that stuff. They go through your emergency contact list and all that. Like my wife has my contact number for people to call in case of emergency. It trickles down the line, and then you get a radio call. They get you quick. Trust me. We have each other's backs out there. It's not, you have to do your due diligence, make sure people have numbers of people to call in case of emergency and all that. So it's important, but there is a lot that goes on. Most of the time, you have a set of protocols set for emergency contacts and all that. So yeah, it's not a big deal. Yes, there's been a lot of wrecks with cell phones, especially like subways and transit. I know there's a couple big wrecks with transit guys. I think New York. I think one guy was on his phone and just plowed into the back of another train or locomotive, and it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Old school's especially the F40PH. Yeah, F40PH is my absolute favorite Amtrak locomotive. Like strictly Amtrak. Or diesel locomotive. My favorite strictly Amtrak locomotive that's electric would probably be the Toaster, because I just love the AEM7s. I actually so guys, I actually have an AEM7. It's downstairs in the box. I ran it once. Maybe we can run that next week or something for the live stream. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, phones are crazy. Talking to a kid rail fan and crash. Oh God, what a mess. But anyways, guys, couple things in the news. So for anyone that's coming in late, this is going to be my second to last live stream in the studio here. If I get shipped out for work, we'll talk about that next week when we do the live stream. I'll probably stream Monday night of next week, unless I'm busy or whatever. We'll work it out, because I know it's a holiday. It's a holiday weekend for everybody. For most people, I'd say like 80% of the workforce is off on Monday. But we'll talk about it then. But this might be my second to last live stream. Excuse me. We'll keep in touch with keep an eye on the community tab. Make sure you have notifications on. And the news this weekend is this week, starting Saturday of this past weekend, is the Williams Grove Historical Steam and Engine Society, located in Williams Grove, PA, outside Mechanicsburg. That show is all week long. So if you guys are in Pennsylvania, go check out the Williams Grove show. There's so much to do. There's so much to see there. A couple of my friends watching right now are probably running trains at their toy model scale train layout there. And the reason why I mention it like that, because it has all kinds of like toy aspects to it. It covers a little bit of everything, a little bit of scale stuff. Got some really cool toy train models like Plasticville that are super rare, really beautiful pieces. And then there's just fun stuff. It's a fun layout, and the layout runs beautifully. Never had issues on their layout ever. And it's super simple, but we run trains on there at the club, or at the Grove Club, as we can call it. But yeah, so the show, check out their website, Williams Grove, on the internet. Look up their schedule, because there's all kinds of stuff going on. And that's going on until Sunday of this weekend. So definitely check it out, guys. Only electrics? No, I haven't done that. We could do that. I have what? How many electrics do we have? We got the AM7. We got the GG1. We got the DD1. Is that all the electrics that I have? Oh, I've got a trolley too. I've got the ooh. That's actually a really good idea. Here we go. I've never ran this, but look at this thing. I've got a beautiful Williams streetcar. Ooh, it's in Baltimore Streetcar Company colors, and it's got people in. This is probably one of the most beautiful models in my entire collection, and it's just such a beautiful car. I know the box is upside down. It's where is it? It's Small Louisville, right there. It's a different train company. But yeah. Oh man, good question. Is the new Trainset a steam engine? It is not. You guys may never guess, unless. Hold up, I'll give you guys the clue right here. Put the trolley back, or the streetcar. So if you guys have seen any of my YouTube shorts, you guys have seen this locomotive now in 3 shorts, and it's one of the rarest pieces in my entire collection right now. So that's what we're running tonight, and we'll run the MTH variation, then we'll run the Lionel a little bit later. Actually, no. Can I run the Lionel one? Yes, I've got the Lion Chief app on my phone. We need some host scale PC 44s. I have one. Oh, you know what? Dude, I didn't even think of that. I've got my E33 and the E44. So we got, we can run the AM7, the GG1, the DD1, the E33, and the E44. That would work. We do an electrified live stream. Be kind of cool. Torpedo. No. So anyways, guys, I ended up picking up a probably the second rarest piece in my collection. The first rarest piece in my collection is my C&J 113 that they only made like handful of them for the what is it? The I think it was like some oh god, I can't think of what it was. It was a fundraiser piece. I think it was like American Legion or Grabowski's made them, but it's a CNJ 113 custom run. There's only like 10 out there, and that's the rarest piece of my collection. They did might have been like I forgot the fundraiser that it was part of, but they did that to raise money for CNJ 113, and I have that engine in my collection, which is like the absolute rarest steam engine in my whole kingdom up here. Now this set is the second most rare locomotive set and 2 cars in the collection. So let me show you guys what we got. Let me turn the camera around. We'll go the long way so I don't get tangled up here. Whoa. Whoa. And there it is. And Lionel came out with these. Let me actually fix the camera up here a little bit. Back her up. All right. So this here is a doodle bug. And for anyone who doesn't know what a doodle bug is, don't worry. No worries at all. Doodle bugs were designed for light freight use, like mail or milk, small packages and such. And then they were also meant to carry passengers. I think they could hold up to like 60 or 70 passengers at a time. But the doodle bugs were built for commuter service. Let me turn the lights on a little bit more. All right, there we go. Just a little bit brighter for you guys. Now, this piece is super rare because of the road name. Now, the road name is Maryland and Pennsylvania. So anything MAPA, as they call it, or Maryland, Pennsylvania related, MTH didn't make a whole lot throughout the years. They made it like, I think they made everything within like just a handful of years. And that made these pieces super rare to find. Now, anything Maryland, Pennsylvania is super high dollar. And MTH is pretty much the only brand trained to make a lot of stuff. But the thing is, with collectible things, they get sucked up very quickly. So this was at Iron Horse Trains up in Hanover. I just walked in, and my buddy Troy that owns the shop, I was looking through the cabinet, and he had a switcher that's, I think it was number 85. It's a dummy unit. And I was like, man, where'd you get this MAPA stuff? And he said, well, I got more. So for anyone looking for a set of Woodside MAPA cars, he's got the 3-pack. And reach out to them over at Iron Horse Trains at the Yesteryear Antique Mart in Hanover, PA, if you're interested in that set. That set's actually more rare than the Doodle Bug set right here. But I've only seen this set once or twice. Now, the reason why I keep on calling it a set, I give her power here. This is something that I was super confused why Lionel didn't do this to their set. So right here we have the power unit. This is number 61. The other, I was about to call this an RDC after reading Roscoe's comment. The other Doodle Bug was number 62. Now this is a crude representation of a Doodle Bug. It's not very detailed. It's a Rail King, but they only made these in Rail King. Now let's start her up here. And here's the horn. Now, the MAPA ran these Doodle Bugs with a combo mail baggage car, like an RPO car, which is right here. Now, this is something that confused the heck out of me when Lionel made their Doodle Bugs off the MTH tooling, is that why didn't they include the baggage car and mail car, RPO car in the set? Now, I never understood that because the MAPA always ran the mail car with Doodlebug. Sometimes you'd see it run with the next car, but a lot of photos that I've seen, it's the Doodlebug and then also the mail car. Now, the Maryland Pennsylvania Railroad lost their mail contract in the early to mid 50s. So eventually they probably would convert this to some type of freight or just mixed freight car for the Doodlebug. But if you keep on going down here, all right, you guys are to see we have a coach, and it's a heavyweight steel coach. Now this car right here is something that you would see with the Doodlebug, either 61 or 62, which I thought was super cool that MTH made a 2-pack Rail King heavyweight set for the Doodlebug. And it's all one big set. It's not like the Doodlebug is separate. I have the shipper. It's the Doodlebug and 2 cars. So let's see. Reading some comments here. Branch line passenger. So for the Mappa, this was a main line because it was a short line. It was a mainline passenger locomotive, but this locomotive would run from Baltimore to York. And then I'll show you guys the front of the locomotive here. What's up, Rail Chief? How's it going? Yeah, I think the cars in this set are probably more rare than the locomotive, just because I have seen this locomotive around. I think I've seen it in Proto Sound 1, but this is a Proto Sound 2 3-volt. I'm going to do a full review on this set. This is such a cool piece. Let's go back a little bit further. And it runs super smooth. Which cars are powered? What's up, Fan of Train? So the lead unit here is our power right here. So, whoops, camera's loose. Perfect. Let's get over here. So this is our power unit. So as you can see, we have a bell. We got the jets for the smoke. We got our bell over here. And here's your cab, just right in the front. I like the little bit of safety zebra striping on the front. And then we actually have a real plow. It's super cool on the front. It's an actual graded plow. It's not like cast. So thought it was super cool. But anyways, let's see. What's up, Larry? How's it going? Comic-Con engine. No, I have not seen that. I don't know how I feel about them. I don't know how I feel about a lot of stuff Lionel's been putting out. Just being honest with you guys, that's all. But yeah, this is this piece right here. So MTH, I believe, sold this tooling to Lionel, and we'll run the later Lionel one that I have. And well, it's new-ish. It runs off Lion Chief, and this unit does not have a smoke unit. So these jets are just solid plastic. But the cool thing is with this locomotive, guys, we have 2 motors. There's a motor underneath this truck here and in the rear truck or over top. So we have a nice dual motor piece, and this thing can run for hours on end. Now, the Lionel one, for some reason, only has 1 motor, which I think is complete bogus. I think it's cheap. That made me so upset because I don't want to pull it with any cars. It's just 1 single motor. And then this is also geared. You can't push this locomotive. It's locked. The gearing locks this engine in. But the Lion Chief one has like a really cheap motor. And mine, you can actually push it along the track. So I thought that was kind of bogus. But anyways, let's run this beautiful piece. And, let's turn up the horn a little bit. We got the gas engine sounds right here. Here's the horn. Oh, then you get the station stops.
Baltimore, Woodbrook, Towson, Lock Raven, Summerfield, Long Green, Ballston, Bel Air.
There we go.
This is the last stop.
And there's different idle sequences and such. Hey, 53 watching. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, this engine, I love the fact that we have station stops. And that is one thing that the Lion 01 doesn't do any of that. It has the cheesy dispatch sounds. So that's one thing you get with MTH is that you get all the different dispatcher sounds, and you can program the route. So if you go to like your route programmer in your remote, you can get this thing to program and run a set commuter route, which is super cool. Yes, Wilmington Western has the PRR Doodlebug, and it's pretty cool. I would love to go see it. Doodlebugs were built, I want to say, like, so I did a whole video on the other Milepod Doodlebug that I have, and they were messing with the idea of a motor car to move bodies or humans rather than cargo ever since like the late 1800s with combustion motors or kerosene motors and all of that. But the actual Doodlebugs, I think they're mostly from like right around the 1930s. They started becoming more popular into like the late 1940s. Let's look up this Doodlebug real quick. Let's see. Mappa locomotive 61. Let's see what we get here. It's built 1922. Number 61 operated in regular service for several weeks in December of 1922, then returned to the builder due to a broken wheel and the inability to make, let's see what they say here. Make scheduled time. The car seated 28 people and had a baggage compartment, 9.5 ton trailers seated 36. The entire train was 71 feet long. So there's your stats right there, guys. Pair of Russell motor cars were ordered in 1922, 61 and 62. And the trailer number 51 and 52. Number 61 had a Winton 120 motor. The car body was built by the St. Louis Car Company. St. Louis Car Company built a lot of street cars and such. Number 62 seated 57 passengers. So that's where I got confused earlier. So 62 was a little bit larger. 61 is a smaller, sort of like a prototype. The closest thing to a Doodlebug nowadays would be like the bus. Hey, thanks, Larry. All right, guys, let's take the Doodlebug for a spin. So let's hit forward signal, and then here's the bell. Oops, wrong way. Let's do the coupler slack sound. And just for size comparison, guys, I forgot to mention this. I tagged on the B60 baggage car for height, and the Rail King and the B60 are very close in height. So if you ever get Rail King passenger cars, you want to try to fit them into some of your scale cars, they're easily concealed in the consist, which I always think is pretty cool. Oh, the MU, the commuter, what do they call it? Interurbans. Yeah, they were all electric. But yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about those. The MU cars, the multi units, as I believe they called them. There we go. Hey, thanks so much. Yes, the Doodlebugs are much older than the RDCs. The RDCs were welded stainless steel versus these were, some of them were like a steel body and then some of them had wood components still. A lot of steel components. I know Bethlehem Steel probably made a lot of the steel product for them, but I have seen some Doodlebugs online that had wood trim and such. Also wood interior. You know, it's always fun if we do the Doppler effect real quick. When it comes back around. But yeah, the horn on here has got a nice punch to it. It's got some nice lows, so you hear the just an all-around great sounding horn and other sound effects. All right, here we go. Let's hit the Doppler. There's the Doppler effect for you guys. I always love MTH includes that too. When is the Mountain going to be put into service? Oh man, one of these days. It runs. I haven't messed with it. That's all. There's the Rail King Scale RS11 right there for you guys. It's all weathered up. Rick, this is a command control Protosound. It's Protosound 2 3-volt. Using DCS to run it tonight. Get you guys over to the Mountain real quick. But I will say, guys, anything that's MTH will run conventionally. Just I highly recommend to use the MTH transformers, or just don't use like a old post-war transformer. They don't like them for some reason. What's up, RGO Scale? Yeah, I agree. I call it Scale King. What's up, Strasburg 90? How's it going? Hello, hello. Get them going through the Mountain there. What's up, Roscoe? Hey, thank you so much, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you, brother. Help keep the live stream going. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. That will help pay for the electric I'm burning this stream. Because we have all the lights on up here. We got the air conditioner on. We got the trains running, all the accessories going. So thanks, brother. It really means a lot. Hey, Dathan, be safe out there, man. Have fun chasing trains. Be careful out there, man. $40-watt controller, probably not. Strasbourg 90. I would honestly recommend, if you want to run anything MTH and you only have like a single loop or something, I would highly recommend to buy like a Z750 or a Z1000 transformer, because they have the circuit protection for all the modern stuff, and it's a little bit cleaner wave of AC. They filter it differently, and the MTH stuff does not like the old transformers. It's all the newer electronics and such. It gets complicating, but basically, the older AC transformers they send out a very dirty AC that has traces of stuff in it, and the engines don't really like that because they get confused. But it is what it is. Really sad what is happening in Philly right now. I didn't know what's happening. I'll have to check it out. The Menards F units, Trainman. Honestly, I think it's a cool idea. I think they're cool for if you're just starting out in the hobby and you just want like a train around the Christmas tree or something to just mess with. I think they're perfect. I'm not a huge fan of their sounds, but I will say the F units do look pretty sharp. And if you're not into all the sounds, you just want something to run, it's perfect. The cars that you get, I think, are pretty nice. And if you guys are ever looking at basically the die-cast cars that you get with those flat cars, you're basically getting your money out of the car, instead of the flat car. Like, the flat cars aren't like the best quality, but you're getting a really nice die-cast car. And I've wanted to buy a couple. They're like $24 a car. It's pretty awesome. Hey, thank you so much. You should do a history of series whenever you end up work. Yeah, the only thing is it crosses that line of the the railroader stuff that I do. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with the Northeast Corridor. But I do appreciate the kind words. I prefer doing like the history stuff of the pieces that I pick up. Except, yeah, I've heard of Ryan Rock. I'm not sure what's going to go on with that. It's very complicated. The Mon Pa is cool. Oh, thank you so much, man. Yeah, so the Lion-O one, we'll run that in just a second here. We'll go over some of the differences. This is pretty much the video I'm going to do. Is going to be going through this original tooling versus the Lion-O. We're at SEPTA for years. I think they're trying to cut. I'm not exactly sure. But they have a lot of stuff going on with SEPTA. They've got a lot to chew. And there's a lot of stuff going on too with. I'm not too familiar with their organization, but I am aware that SEPTA runs a lot up there. Alrighty, guys. So I'm going to run the Lion-O one next. So let's see. What time is it? 8:30. So we'll go till about 9 o'clock tonight. I'm going to bring you guys back to the Mike's Ma Pa. So real quick, this is an MTH Proto Sound 2. So it has all the features and such. And got the lights, got LED lighting on here. We do have an incandescent light in the cab area that needs to be changed. I will be changing out all the lights that I can change on here. The headlights should be fine. I know it's got a there's the coupler slack sound. The headlight up in here, it's a little warm, but it's nothing crazy. But the cab light is very warm. Let's see how bright that front light is. So that's also an incandescent. So honestly, guys, I might do a light swap on here because this is, it's a little toasty. These are LEDs. These are very early era LEDs from MTH. But what I might do is just replace the headlight with an LED so it doesn't melt anything. And then also the cabin light or the coach lights. There's like one or two in here. Those should be replaced as well with LEDs so I can run this thing and it doesn't heat up. I can feel it. Yeah, right here it's just very warm. And I'm also running only at 15 volts right now. Let's see. And then the cars, as much as I love the look of the incandescent lights in the cars, it just looks so good. And these cars have interiors too. Like if you look inside the mail car, there's actually there's a sorting shelf in there too. It's really hard to see on camera. You can kind of see it right in here, but they have the mail sorting desk and shelf. So I'd like to add people in this car, and then also have like a mail sorting clerk, put some baggage in there, and then back here, definitely do the interior to the Mappa colors that I'm gonna have to do some research on and paint accordingly to match the real deal here. So that is my main goal with this set. Someone mentioned weathering. I wouldn't mind weathering this set because I am a Mappa fanatic, and I think it'd be so cool to have like a really nice set of Mappa to run at the train shows. So that's my goal with this set. I would like to first, we'll do the interiors and the lighting. Like right now, it's very warm. There should be, 3 lights in here? Yeah, the incandescents are getting quite warm. So that's something I don't want. I don't want to melt the shell or warp. This has a glass window, and I do not want to warp that. Oh, Strasburg, that's a great question. So my layout, honestly, let's just call it 1910 to like 1960 or 60s. I'm not a huge fan of like the modern railroad stuff. It doesn't mean I don't like it. It's just not what I'm collecting right now. But I like early steam era, late steam era, of course. Well, all steam, sorry. Like early steam, like 1900 steam, and all the way up to like the end of the steam era into the dieselization, going all the way up to like the 60s. So that's my time frame. I do have some modern stuff. Like I've got an F40 PH because I'm an Amtrak guy, and I also have a AEM7. So there are some outliers for that, but I'm not going to go out and get like SD70s or SD70 Max, stuff like that. It's just not me at this time. It doesn't mean I will ever not do that, but just for right now, it's not what I'm collecting. I just love the golden era of railroading. That's all. Before all like the crazy mergers and I just kind of like just kind of like running whatever within my a couple of road names that I collect. Question: would you rather Atlas or MTH signal tower? I'd go with the Atlas. GP20s, yeah. You do GP15s, GP20s. Yeah, there we go. That's shutting down, and the lights stay on, which is kind of cool. So it's really weird how they wired this. So once this unit gets power, it's getting track power to the lights, and it's variable voltage, just like the passenger cars. So you can see they're dimming. So that is kind of weird how they wired that. So definitely get that light in here to an LED. Now, really quick, we're gonna go grab the Lionel Doodlebug, which is somewhere on my shelf. We'll get that over here in a second. We'll do some compare and contrasting, run that loco for a little bit, and then call it a night. So we gotta find the Doodlebug somewhere up here. Oops. Oh, there it is. All right. Old school. Yeah. What's up, Greg T? So automatically, let's tell you guys this. This Doodlebug in my hand, we got number 62. So I have both Doodlebugs, which is pretty cool. So here is 62 next to her sister 61. Now they're identical tooling. Got 3 jets on the roof, different color bells. Just telling you guys this, the bells are on the wrong sides. So the real Doodlebug had the bell on this side. It's whatever. Couple things too. Everything's molded. They do a pilot that you can see. So they cheaped out on the pilot, the plow. So the plow on 61, you can actually see through it. But they did. Okay, so they didn't add as many teeth to the plow. It's kind of weird on this side. So not as many teeth, on this guy compared to this one. That's about it. The number up top, 61's up top, 62 is below. And the paint looks pretty good. It's just a little bit darker olive green for 62, which is fine. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, the biggest difference with these two is that this locomotive has some weight to it. I can feel it's heavy. This unit here, 61, the MTH one right here, has a dual motor set. So it's got some weight to it. But number 61 from Lionel is extremely light. And the motor, okay. So the motor's in the rear truck. And then also when you pick it up, the truck's sort of like glob down, which is kind of sketchy. And then you kind of have to fidget to get the trucks on the track. But there you go. Here's number 62. It's just a very light engine. Extremely light. But this, we need to fire up the Lion Chief app real quick. Let's see. Let's do Lion Chief. Let's fire it up. Now, I will say this, guys. They did a pretty good job with the sounds for this. Let's see. How would you rate? Honestly, I would take the MTH one over the Lionel, only because of the build quality. It's just heavier, and the station stop sounds are super cool. Like this, so there's no station stop sounds. All I get is where is it? Whoops. Oh, also the horn sounds weird. I do like the air bell, which is kind of cool. It's a fast-paced air bell. You can see it's also smoking out the jets, which is pretty cool. So that is cool having the smoke unit. And then also we have all LEDs, which is a plus. But let's go reverse real quick. It just doesn't run as smooth as the dual motor, but it is nice. I will say it is a nice piece. We do have the couplers and all that. Where is the crew talk? Let's see. You can change the pitches of the bell and whistle or horn, whatever. It's kind of cool. And then
Howard, we're ready. Is it okay to pull? Over.
So that's the only crew talk we get.
Stand by. Starmaster out.
Hey, Trayman, thank you so much for stopping in. Have a good night. But yeah, we don't get any of those fancy station stops like Baltimore to Bel Air. And but that is one thing I think this model is missing. But other than that, the smoke is cool. I will admit, the smoke jets out the roof, pretty awesome. Hey, you're welcome. Have a good night. Yeah, the bright white. I don't mind the bright white. It's when it gets that blue color, that blue LED. I don't like that. Yeah, so Rail Chief, you're right. So the motor, it's one motor. It's a single motor pulling the whole train, and they put it in the rear of the train too. Yeah, at slow speeds, it kind of jerks around a little bit. Let's see. But this is stock from Lionel. But yeah, I do like the smoke effect. And, you know, it's got the brighter lights and the lights turn off and all that. What's up, P&L Railroader? How's it going? And also, I do like the Bluetooth capability, which is a plus. Is it scale or semi-scale? I would say it's pretty, well, actually, I would say it's semi-scale. Stage light gel. That's a good point. But yeah, I do like the smoke. So I can't beat up too much on this poor thing. I bought the thing too, brand new. And I did hear some of the Doodlebugs had issues. One of my buddies had a Santa Fe or a B&O one, and it just was dead out of the box. So they're not exactly perfect. But it's cool to have both Doodlebugs, you know. I mean, if you want to get really fancy here, hold up 1 second. And I will say the gas engine sounds out of the Lion Chief are very nice. But you're also talking about an engine that's almost 20 years newer than the original Doodlebug. So here, we'll do this just for fun. Whoops. Here we go, guys. Let's have some fun here. So here's that. Here's the MTH horn. We'll move her up a little bit. You can see how much smoother this one runs. So here's the MTH. We'll have a horn battle here. MTH. And then here's the Lionel. It could work with the Commander. All right, so here we go. Horn battle. MTH. Lionel. All right, let's get them both moving here. Yeah, it's like a single chime horn. I just wish they had dual motors in this guy. I couldn't beat it up as much because the smoke is cool, and the lights are cool, but there we go. Now we got both doodle bugs working. Hey, Brian Rock, have a good night. I think I could turn the Hey, Peter, how's it going? Yeah, I hate the shift of the horn. I just wish it was a single chime. Like that. I don't want the shift. I just want it to go. Yes, we're running doodle bugs. We got 2 bugs in the train room. These are both Maryland and Pennsylvania Railroad doodle bugs. I gotta add some smoke fluid real quick. The dual tone. I just wish it didn't shift over because I think historically, I think these just had the single chime, like not like a typhoon or typhoon horn, but I think it was just a single chime tone horn. That's all. What kind of smoke fluid? We'll do vanilla. We'll be simple tonight. Vanilla. Just a little bit. Let that sit in there for a little bit. All right, here we go. Now we're using old school vanilla tonight. There we go. All right, let's get the smoker going here for the Lionel. Chex Mix. Oh, you could probably mix up your own batch. Picking some of the lovely JT's flavors that are. Oh yeah, now we got a nice plume of smoke. There we go. So I will say the smoke is quite awesome. And also, I will say the Bluetooth makes it so I can run this engine anywhere, which is kind of cool. I do like that. What's up, Train Addict? How's it going? Let's get you guys over to the station. Root beer and vanilla. I've done that before. It's not bad. There we go. Yes, the shop welder never stops, man. He never wants to go home or anything. There we go. Now all three jets are smoking. Looks really cool. Hey, Strasburg. So I believe MTH is working on template. I think they were going to do. I think they posted an ad online. It was like they're doing more prototypical color template stuff for like collecting and stuff. It's going to be pretty cool. I think I saw it on either MTH's website, but they're coming out with new template stuff very soon. Yeah, root beer and vanilla does sound really good. Now, guys, I will give it to Lionel. The Lionel Doodlebug does not need to be converted for lights. It's running nice and cold. So That is a plus. There we go. The jets got clogged. Oh, yeah. I would definitely upgrade that doodle bug. Trying to figure out how to shut down the let's see.
Tower, we're ready. Is it okay to pull? Over.
No.
All clear to move on to the lead. Tower master out.
All right. Cool. I was trying to say there's a shutdown, but I guess with the Lion Chief app, you just kind of put the engine on the track and it picks up Bluetooth and it doesn't shut down. But as you can see, these engines are both collectible, very cool. They don't have to be exactly perfect, but I mean, they are pretty cool to mess with. And originally, I wasn't a huge fan of the Doodlebug until, the Mod Pile, one of my favorite railroads to collect. When I do find stuff from them, they released this Doodlebug right here about 3 years ago, and I had to have one. So that's when the Doodlebug craze kind of started. And originally, I was like, I don't need that thing. I don't need that Doodlebug thing. I don't want that. And then you end up going to the museum where you start searching up railroads that you liked, and they're like, oh, they actually use these things. That's pretty cool. So that is a plus with this hobby. There's so much cool stuff out there, and I want to say I think Sunset Models did a scale doodle bug, and they're not tiny. They said in the Maryland Pennsylvania Railroad Historical Society said that the number 60, what was it, 61 or 62 was 71 feet long. I think it said 61 was 71 feet long. That's a big car. So scale wise, these are not 71 feet. I don't know what they would be exactly, but they don't look like 71 foot cars. But it's pretty cool. And an RDC, I think, is 80 some feet long. I know there's certain RDCs that are longer. I think RDC 3 is longer, but it's pretty cool to see like these work with the sets of cars that they would have ran. And it's all part of the fun of this hobby, guys. But anyways, guys, I got to call it a night. I got to go to bed soonish. 8:57, right on the dot. Let's see. Double doodle. I bet you some would, I guess, for extra power. I'm not sure. They only had 120 horsepower, Whitcomb engine in there. What's up, Dwight? How's it going? It's getting off work. Still having trouble. Oh, God. WTIU. Oh, shoot. We'll get it worked on. It'll be if you have any questions, send me an email, man. I'll be glad to help. Everyone have a good week. Thanks, Radar. Any other questions in here? But yeah, thank you all so much for stopping in. Oh, Roscoe said Atlas Tower, is that a built? My Atlas Tower, someone built it. It's a kit. They also painted it. I did a little bit of the weathering to it, but someone definitely built that. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for stopping in. Have a great rest of your week. And also look out for the Williams Grove Steam Engine Society or Steam and Engine Society video that will be out hopefully Sunday. And the Rough and Tumble video really took off. It got like 6,000 views, which is amazing. So thank you all so much for tuning into that video. The Williams Grove property, it's a great show. It's probably one of the best shows in Pennsylvania. But there's a lot more gas tractors, farm tractors that are at Williams Grove than Rough and Tumble. Rough and Tumble is mostly indoor machinery and traction machinery. And then you also have the big outdoor, I call it the pit, with all the big construction machinery. That's super cool. So it's a different show, but it's a fantastic show. Williams Grove is awesome. It's like going to the fair. There's food, there's music, there's tractor pulls, events, and then there's the Speedway that's very close by on Friday nights. They do races. So it's awesome, guys. So check out the Williams Grove Historical Society. They're doing their show this week up until Sunday, and then they're also running their Pennsylvania Railroad 060 number 643, which is a full-scale, real Pennsylvania Railroad steam engine. So that is the crown jewel of their Steam and Engine Society. They have the only currently operating Pennsylvania Railroad steam locomotive built in 1901. I believe it's I forgot what's it called, like a B4? I know Bill in here would know the engine number. I think it's a B4 engine type? But it's an 060 switcher that's been heavily modified by the Pennsylvania Railroad throughout the years. Super cool. And see, it's everyone's favorite. It's a great engine. But anyways, guys, we'll see y'all later. Have a great rest of your week. Stay safe. If you're rail fanning, should be a B6. There it is. Stay off the tracks, guys. Please stay off those tracks. Even if you think the line's abandoned, something could always come down the track, and just be safe out there. Don't stand too close to tracks. Don't foul the tracks. Be safe. And if you're filming outside, have fun. Just be careful. Anyways, guys, have a great rest of your week. You can hang in there. It's only a couple more days. Anyways, guys, have a good night. Happy railroading. We'll see you next time. See ya.